Hello, this is The Phoenix Within, another freestyle recording, unscripted. I want to take the time to talk about the cosmic shift, along with the photon belt and these various synchronicities occurring at this simultaneous time. With the photon belt, for a few years, not exactly specific on how many, we didn't exactly slip out of it, but it's almost like going from summer, aka well into the photon belt, to winter, well away. November 2nd, Earth will be aligning itself again into the photon belt, not with, but into. And it will be in the most broadest side and spectrum of the photon belt. Along with the cosmic shift is a part of so many elements. It's not just a shift, it's not just cosmic related, although it is nearly entirely, but it's also an evolution of existence in this area and soon to be solar system, and potentially to evolve this entire universe. With the elements that are not in the highlight of the cosmic shift, there is a helix nebula in our Milky Way. I believe it came to be sometime in May or March of this year. It is 5,000 light years in length. Where's the science? I don't know. The scientists, NASA, they have nothing. Of course they have nothing, because they don't understand science itself. They just go by the physical proof aspects, study of the human anatomy, study of chemicals. It's all irrelevant, because to understand how existence even is, or how life even is, you look at the roots of just knowing in general. And scientists can explain consciousness. They don't even understand spirit. But the brain activity is partially there. But most activity is hidden. Why is cosmic shift and so many of these amazing spiritual elements hidden? Realization is the sight to see them, and experience and understanding of your experiences allow a broader spectrum of realization. The illumination is ever spiraling and ever eternal. So we have photon belt, cosmic shift, which we're going to sum that as in general evolving the existence of this planet into a more realistic existence, aka liberate planet Earth, Gaia, Terra Nova, also known as, and humanity, bypassing those who are not ready. If evolution can only wait, so evolution doesn't wait. Gaia has waited as long as she can, and there's a time where she has waited long enough. And there's plenty of individuals on planet Earth that are very much so worth saving. So, with the elements of the photon belt, cosmic shift, there then comes the question of with the helix nebula. What is its purpose? What is its meaning? Well, it's a helix. And the cosmic shift is to resonate and align with the DNA awakening. So not only has 2009 has had the most synchronicities in a year, but also the most awakening in energies. This is perhaps the most mysterious time. I've noticed every day now. It is nearly, I wouldn't call it a century of time, because time has become almost sympathetic to a very rich and deeply enlightened spiritualist. Time, it becomes sympathetic. I've been known to realize a week as though over a year. Time's not going faster for me. Time is going backwards, because the progression and potential I realize, and I'm growing within it, I'm becoming it. Okay, so the Helix Nebula is 5,000 light years. And it is aligning with the photon belt. I think I said that wrong. Photon belt on November 2nd. What does that mean? Well, think of Lord of the Rings, think of your favorite sci-fi movies, think of even Harry Potter. What is it about these movies that are so intriguing? Because they are reacting on a part of the brain that is the most potential. We are enlightened when we see it. When we play a video game, it's just like Ion, the new WoW. Bump WoW, it's a terrible graphics engine. Ion essentially inspires. It's creative and in an incidental way enlightens. Not for the most specific aspect of enlightenment, but nonetheless, it's activating a part of the mind that is purely peaceful, even a sense of bliss. I'm sure you've seen artwork, heard music, and have experienced bliss. Scientists will have no answers for those emotions. They only have answers for the primal emotions. Only sections of the brain that are primal. They don't understand anything else, and they can't. And if they could, they're not sharing the information openly, aka limitation of the circumstances at hand. Now, Nibiru aligns itself several times. I don't know the whole story behind Nibiru, but we're going to see a very interesting correlation with Nibiru. What that correlation is going to be, I do not know, but it's going to be an amazing surprise. There's amazing surprises every day that we're experiencing. Now, here's another side of the cosmic shift that no one has that I know of has really taken into consideration, but mostly because Earth's documentations are limited to Earth unless ETs have helped, and we know that is very true. Mayan calendar and so many cultural influences. Egypt being the absolute most obvious. Aligned with Orion, aligned with constellations. You have to be out of space to realize that. You have to literally be in space and say, these stars are in this geometrical pattern, come back to planet Earth and talk to the Egyptians, align it just like this, we'll help you out, we'll show you how the math works and everything. Share this knowledge, and they did. And even to this day, the Egyptians are probably the most famous of the ancients of Earth because they're so well known. And they're respected to this day. They are still respected to this day, and a lot of their truths hold, despite the control, circumstances. Now, let's put this out there. And this I'm sure you can debate this, but realize we are human, and look what our potential is. And think of a sentient being's potential. A star, a nebula, a galaxy, both separate, unique, and as one, and as a collective. Gods and goddesses, would you consider Gaia a living being? I'm sure all of you would say yes. Life thrives. Death denies. True death is denial, not death. That's resetting and just trying to relive your life in a way you can understand. And eventually you'll live a longer life and evolve. So Gaia is a goddess. She provides, almost effortlessly, but with the conditions of the planet, it becomes more difficult. And because of the difficulty, in the utmost unnecessary ways, a cosmic shift has to occur. Now, back to what I want to throw out there. Goddesses. What are your thoughts on goddesses? What do you think a goddess is? Well, beauty is a perfect step. Tranquility, serenity. When you think of our terms of religion, you're thinking of terms of what is defined by another government of spirit. There's more limitation in religion than government itself. Muslims. I think I about hit the nail on the head. They're the radicalists, Christians. They deny themselves, and they have a hatred towards life. They have a denial towards life. I've heard Christian songs that are literally speaking about this world's a lonely place for you. Practically, what's the point of living? And then you have Christian death metal. Holy shit! Why would you see that? That's where obscurity is so apparent. Okay, so let's put that to the side. Religions to the side.